Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends. Hey Adam, after the recording, would you like to play with my Barbie dream house?
Can my Star Wars guys travel through the multiverse and hang out too?
Again with the multiverse?
What's wrong with the multiverse? Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And then we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole Dollhouse episode.
We try and make each other laugh.
And maybe one of you two.
Maybe one. How are you this week?
I'm doing great. How are you?
It's cold outside.
It's cold inside.
Okay, it is cold inside.
Yes.
What are we doing this week? What's this week's episode?
This week is the one with the dollhouse.
Ooh. What's our IMDb plot?
Monica's aunt dies and leaves her with an antique dollhouse that she doesn't want Phoebe to play with.
Meanie. Rachel
regrets setting Chandler up with her boss, Joanna. And that's it, apparently. That's all
that they think happens,
yeah.
Right? Our episode director this week is returning Terry Hughes.
TH.
He also directed several episodes of a short-lived TV show called That 80s Show in 2002.
Oh.
That 80s Show was a half-hour ensemble comedy focusing on a group of 20-somethings finding their way through the 80s in San Diego. I did not recognize anyone from the show.
Nobody from the show.
No.
So Friends in the 80s in San Diego.
Yeah, 80s in the San Diego. I just thought that was really weird. 20-somethings finding their way. Tried to reboot Friends, maybe.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody's rebooted it with just new Friends.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's such a classic and people still watch it.
Yeah.
To this day. Like us.
We do still watch it.
Episode writer is returning Will Calhoun.
Calhoun!
Yes, we've had him earlier this season, and he'll be back in seasons 4, 5, and 7.
Ooh.
In 1990, he guest starred twice on the action series MacGyver.
Nice!
Before pursuing a career behind the camera as a writer.
He was like, you know what? Not for me.
Yeah, no. Enough MacGyver. What was our original air date?
The original air date was April 10th, 1997.
Mm-hmm.
2 new movies entered the top 10 that weekend.
Uh-oh.
The number 1 movie was Anaconda, a delightful B movie starring Jennifer Lopez, John Voight, Ice Cube, Owen Wilson, and the gorgeous Danny Trejo.
Aw, Danny Trejo.
And opening at number 4, a maladjusted favorite, Gross Point Blank.
Yeah.
In which John Cusack plays a hitman, taking stock of his life and going to his 10-year high school reunion.
Leave your livestock alone. I do love that movie.
Yes, but it's a great movie.
Yeah, but we've talked about it before. I love John Cusack.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready for some trivia.
Awesome. Aunt Sylvia, who died and left Monica the dollhouse, was mentioned twice before in the series.
Yeah.
Monica argued with her on the phone about the non-vegetarian lasagnas, remember?
Nice mouth, Aunt Sil.
So, that's right. You talked to Uncle, or kiss, blah, blah, blah. Monica responding to, like, her swearing, apparently.
Yeah.
And then the second mention was of her in the one where Old Yeller dies when Chandler was growing a mustache.
Right.
And Monica suggested that the mustache made Chandler look like Aunt Sylvia.
Thank you.
The giant ceramic dog that Phoebe brings to use in Monica's dollhouse had previously decorated the shelf by the kitchen counter in Joey and Chandler's apartment during seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know if they gave it to her or if she just stole it. Or
Do you know what that dog's from?
It's the RCA dog.
Yeah, I'll mention that later.
He's super cute. For the one with the dollhouse, the props department had to make 6 different cardboard dollhouses.
6?
6 duplicate dollhouses because they weren't sure, they'd have to retake, the fire and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And then they ate them afterwards. No, I'm just kidding.
And then they ate the dollhouse.
Well, because it was licorice and Tootsie Rolls. The Lucille Lortel Theater, and I should have looked this up last week, where Joey's play is staged, is located in the West Village. It's a real theater built in 1926.
Wow.
Originally sat 590 people. Obviously, they're not in the Lucille Lortel Theater in this.
Right. They're not.
No,
they didn't shoot it on there.
Right.
They
on
didn't
location.
fly to New York to shoot on.
However, it is still standing today, and next up on their agenda is Uncle Vanya, an Anton Chekhov play starring Andrew Scott.
Oh, Andrew Scott.
We like Andrew Scott.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we're going to do episode reactions.
All right.
I put you first this week for a change of pace.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I like to follow you, though.
I know you do, baby.
I do like this episode. Although I think it's less about the dollhouse and more about the continuation of Joey's fun story with Boxing Day and Kate.
Yeah.
And Chandler and the mascara goop.
Okay.
A line that we say all the time, even though I don't have mascara goop, you do.
Right.
We always just go, it's right there in the corner of your eye all the time. It's not mind-blowing, but I like that Joey gets a taste of his own medicine, comeuppance, so to speak.
Right.
I'm not sure it's long-lasting in his mind. But he understands.
For that moment, he understands.
Yes.
Yeah, Joey's comeuppance is fun. That relationship was never going to work out.
No.
Chandler and his relationship issues are always solid. And the dollhouse stuff sprinkled around is amusing. It's not the greatest, but it's a good, light-hearted entertainment episode.
They always have good one-liners.
They do, absolutely.
Are you ready for our favorites?
I am ready for our favorites. Favorite line? Joe, what was your favorite line?
I like when Rachel's explaining to Chandler about Joanna whining about, why hasn't he called me? Why hasn't he called me? And Chandler
She's lost her mind.
Oh, well, give me the phone then. I just love it.
Oh, come on.
What about yours?
Mine is Phoebe when she's like, well, nobody wants a ghost.
That's right. Nobody asked for it. How about favorite moments?
Joe?
I'm going to go with the nipple twist to get Chandler to admit he's not going to call Joanna back.
I'm not going to call you.
He was totally going to leave again and start that whole scenario all over. Until she twisted his nipple. What's yours?
I'm going to go with Ross at the sink waiting for the glass to fill while the fire rages at Buffet Abbey. And he's just kind of looks over and like, oh, man.
That's some, weak water pressure. But we have lived in houses like that.
Yes.
If someone flushes the toilet, you can't turn anything on.
Right.
So, yeah. Favorite outfits? I'm going to go with Phoebe's army green blue blouse. So it's like an army green color, but it has blue hearts on it. She has on a long blue skirt. Yeah. It's really cute. I like it. I would wear it. What about you?
I had a hard time this week. I kept flipping around because the ladies were looking nice. But I'm going to go with Rachel Green near the end of the episode. She has a skirt and a sweater at work. She looks cute in it.
Yeah, the little Argyle sweater. Yeah. It's cute. Agreed. All right, themes we explored this episode. Theme 1. Dollhouses, plural.
Oh, Joe thinks it should have been the one with the dollhouses. Interesting. Theme number 2, sleeping with your co-star or committing to the moment.
Theme 3, dating your friend's mascara gooped boss. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And theme 4, touching yourself in the shower.
I don't know if that's a theme, but it was pretty funny moment.
Pretty funny, yes.
A little inappropriate, but funny.
If you're going to touch yourself, the shower's a good place.
All right. On that note, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, what are we going to do about this scene, huh?
I don't know.
Well, maybe if it had more heat.
How do you mean?
Well, Adrian's looking for a reason to stay, right? Victor can't just kiss her. He's gotta really give her a reason, you know?
Maybe he could slip her the tongue.
Or maybe he could grab her and lift her up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Adrian, maybe She could wrap her legs around his waist.
And then she could rip off his shirt and kiss his chest and his stomach.
And then he could use his teeth to undo her dress and bite her.
And then right when the scenes end, he could take her with this raw animal.
Something like that?
Yeah, pretty much what I had in mind.
We should get back to the podcast.
You can wait until tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is. All right, we're back.
We're back.
For the episode analysis.
Have we ever called it that?
I don't know. Okay. Maybe once. Cold open. Monica and Rachel's. Monica, Phoebe, Chandler, and Joey. They're all in the kitchen area eating and whatnot. And already Chandler's in a sweater vest.
What? Right off the bat, cold open.
Off the bat.
Oh my God.
Chandler is actually wanting confirmation from Joey. This actress person, Kate Miller, is the only person you wanted that did not want you back. And Joey answers, yeah. And then he OMGs and asks, is this what it's like being you, Chandler? Oh, poor Chandler. Monica asks if Joey is really crazy about her, and then she uses Parmesan cheese with the label ripped off. But we all know it's Kraft.
That's right. That green top giveaway.
He says, oh, yeah. And then he says that on stage he gets to kiss her and touch her. But then she goes home with the director, and it's like someone's ripping his heart out.
Aww.
And Phoebe shakes her head and goes, it's so great to see you feeling like this. Because normally he doesn't care.
Nope.
Joey looks a little confused, but Ross comes in. And Ross goes over and rubs Monica's shoulders while giving her the news that Aunt Sylvia passed away. Aww. And Monica takes a beat and then goes, yes, yes, yeah, as she punches the air. Ross confirms that they're all really shaken up about it. And Phoebe chimes in, am I missing something? I thought death was supposed to be sad in a way. Okay, Linus, let's confer again when Ursula bites it. Ross explains that Aunt Sylvia was not a nice person.
No.
Monica adds, she was a cruel, cranky old bitch. And I'm sorry she died.
I like how she adds that extra.
Then Monica asks Ross if Dad said she gets the dollhouse.
You get the dollhouse.
I get the dollhouse. And Phoebe remarks, a house for dolls so cool because when I was a kid, she just had a barrel. And Joey asks for clarification. You had a barrel for a dollhouse? Why, Joey, come on. Nope, just a barrel.
Also, can we just mention for a second how Chandler is sitting?
Yeah.
Are the effects of the hypnosis tape still slowly wearing off? I mean, he's got his legs crossed, a napkin in his lap. It's like,
why is he sitting up there anyway?
I don't know.
He just wanted to be part of the group instead of over on the
change of pace, I guess.
But yeah, it was funny. So then after Phoebe's sad barrel story, well, it's not really a story. Phoebe's sad sentence causes Monica to invite Phoebe to come over and play with her new dollhouse. And she's like, really? Yeah. Really? Yeah. And judging by Chandler's face, he was the only one that's clued in on how this is going to pay off.
Yeah.
Monica is like, sure, anytime you want. All she wanted to do was play with said dollhouse when she was a child. But no, it was to be looked at, but never played with. And Chandler announces that his grandmother used to say that exact same thing to him.
So there's some cut lines before we cue the theme song. There's some cut lines. Chandler finishes his sentence with, it was more of a bathtub type situation. And Ross goes, now, Monica, she did give you one chance. She told Monica she could play with the dollhouse if she lost 20 pounds. Monica, who looks up at Ross, goes, yeah, well, look who's losing weight now, Aunt Sylvia.
Oh.
Now you can say it.
Q, I'll be there for you.
Now we're at Bloomingdale's. Rachel, Chandler, and Sophie.
Aww.
I like Sophie. Chandler and Rachel come in and greet Sophie. She's cute, Chandler. Go out with her.
Go out with Sophie?
Yeah, forget Joanna. Anyhow, Rach thanks Chandler for lunch and says he didn't have to walk her all the way back up to her office. He says no problem as he looks around snooping. Rachel points out to him that they don't actually carry the women's lingerie in the office, but hands him a summer catalog.
That's the stuff.
Enter Joanna, played by Allison LaPaca. Prior to Friends, she was on 49 episodes of the John Larroquette Show.
I don't remember the John
either.
Larroquette Show.
I know who John Larroquette is.
Yes.
I don't know what the show is about.
Yeah.
She asks Rach for the Versace invoice and points out that Chandler does not work for her.
Yeah.
Rach does introductions and Joanna makes fun of Bing!
Yeah.
To which Chandler explains, that is Gaelic for thy turkey is done.
Aw.
She is a smitten kitten.
Oh.
He takes off and Joanna starts grilling Rachel. We'll moment to check out the white laptops on their desks. Wow.
Yeah, they are big. They look like electric grills.
I know, they're huge and white. I don't ever remember white laptops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So Joanna asks what's wrong with him, and Rach explains he's just goofy and she hardly notices anymore. She asks if he's married or involved with anyone.
'Cause that's okay.
Wrong character. Rach replies, no, he's not married or involved with anyone. And Joanna realizes it could be awkward and says, actually, you know what? Forget it.
So did you notice Eloise, the creepy statuette, is behind Rachel, but it doesn't look haunted anymore?
Really?
Someone placed something around its neck, and that must be dampening its power.
I did not
You really
notice
didn't
it.
see it?
No.
Do you want me to show it to you?
Sure.
Okay, hang on. All right. You vouch for my unhauntedness?
Yes, it's no longer haunted Eloise. There's something strange about her. She's looking in a different direction or something. It's weird.
Yeah. Her eyes used to be dark, and now
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't know what's wrong with it.
All right. So Rachel jumps up and says, well, I'll ask him for you if you want me to. Big mistake. Should have just kept her mouth shut. Joanna says, would you? Or is it just too sad and desperate and, something that Sophie would do? Sophie, who's down on the floor filing, says, I'm here.
Yeah, they start the Sophie bashing real quick.
I know. What's wrong with Sophie?
Which I think is why you don't like her dating Chandler. Because she's such a bully to Sophie.
Yeah.
But also, I think they plan to kill her from the get-go because it's like episode 3 next season when she catches the bus, so to speak.
And dies?
Yeah. So I think they were doing that so you'll be like, when we kill her off.
Nobody will care.
Yeah.
Nobody will be sad. Yeah. So she is very mean to Sophie and she dismisses her and says, I know that. And
I
she
know
says,
you're right there.
I'm right there. Yeah.
All right, now we're at Monica and Rachel's. Monica, Chandler, and Ross. Monica has a big old Victorian dollhouse on her coffee table, and she's spinning it around, admiring it. And Chandler and Ross are smiling at one another, and Monica is making a project list. Wallpaper is faded, carpet is loose, hardwood floors! Oh, I still want a big dollhouse to make haunted. Give it Addams Family paint job and put cobwebs in the corner and weird ghosts and demons. Fun for hours.
The problem with Adam's projects is we'd need a whole nother 5 bedrooms to house all of them because we just don't have the space.
Anyway.
That's not a dig on you.
Phoebe comes in with a whole big box of stuff from her barrel and tells Monica her dollhouse is beautiful.
I know.
Phoebe is here and ready to play, and she brought stuff for the house. And then she pulls out Nipper, who's the name of the RCA dog.
I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, and it's actually, the dog is from a painting, looking at an old phonograph. But Phoebe's Nipper is 2 stories tall next to the dollhouse. And it's obvious from Monica's face that she does not like the incongruity of scales here. Monica then asks, what's this? And she's like, every house needs a dog, duh. Monica says every house doesn't need a dog that can pee on the roof. Relax, Mon, it's not a real dog or a cheese house. Phoebe, now in full tilt Adam mode, suggests that the dog is very big because it was built on radioactive waste. They should get the clear cups of green Jell-O to put around the base of the house.
To make it glow.
To make it look like the radioactive waste is in barrels.
Oh my God.
Chandler has picked up a small piece of fabric, a pocket square. I don't know what this thing is. But he asks if this is in case the house sneezes. But Phoebe, holding a tiny giraffe, explains, no, that's the ghost for the attic. And Monica Geller whines that she doesn't want a ghost. And Phoebe rolls her eyes, stating the obvious, well, nobody wants a ghost. Phoebe explains that they have one because the house is sitting on an ancient Indian burial ground. And Ross then questions the audacity of a storyline in which the house was built on both radioactive waste and an Indian burial ground, adding, quote, that would never happen. Phoebe points out that he obviously doesn't know much about the U.S. government.
Fair.
That is fair. Then Rachel comes in with a hey, and I need to talk to you. And Ross and little Rossland stands up and says, sure, what's up?
Oh.
And Rachel apologizes. She met Chandler. And Ross uncomfortably says, I know. And then they stare at one another, and he adds, if something comes up. And then Rachel moves to Chandler, and he relishes in the fact that the pair are past the awkward phase of their relationship. Rachel then starts in about how Joanna asked questions about him after he left. And Chandler replies, and I'm quoting here again, oh ho, liked what she saw, huh? Dug my action, did she? Checking out the chain man! And Rachel points out that his response was surreal.
Also, I noticed that Chandler is playing with a hacky sack. Is that from the barrel? Or
Yeah, that is Phoebe's barrel ball. What's the matter, bud? They didn't have barrel balls in your burrow?
Apparently not.
Anywho, Rachel asks what he thinks, and he thinks that she seemed cool and attractive. He'll do it. And Rachel thanks him and thinks Joanna will love her now. I kind of doubt Joanna's capable of the human emotion love, but whatever. Then Phoebe shouts, dinosaur attack! Quick, everybody into the house! Roar! And then she adds, ruff, 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 ruff. Monica grabs the dinosaurs and says, that's it! No dinosaurs, no ghosts, no giant dogs. They are not the right size. They are not Victorian. The most activity going on in Monica's house is just the March girls in the attic putting on plays with Lori as Marmee writes letters to Papa in the study and Mr. Lawrence ambles up the stony path to knock upon the door.
Aww.
Anyway, back on Friends, Phoebe says fine and puts all her playthings back in her sad little box. Come on, dinosaur, we're not welcome in the house of no imagination. Yeah, I'm not allowed in there either. Ross wants to kick Phoebe while she's down by adding, dinosaurs don't go rough. The little ones do, according to Phoebe. Phoebe then walks out, but I think we can all agree she should have thanked Aunt Sylvia for a fun playtime.
Oh, yeah, that would have been hilarious. Thank you, Aunt Sylvia. Okay, now we're at the Lucille Lortel Theater with Joey, Kate, and Lauren. Joey and Kate greet each other, and Joey says he went to that restaurant she recommended to him. And then the exuberant director enters and calls Kate over to him. Joey continues the conversation with himself and says, I had the fish. It was good. Personally, I don't peg Joey as a fish person, but okay.
Maybe he was just in that mood.
Yeah.
He was with Monica. She ordered salmon for everybody.
Another actress comes in and introduces herself as Lauren, telling Joey she is Kate's understudy. Lauren is played by Jennifer Milmore, and she later goes on to marry Greg Mallins, one of the series writer-producers.
Yeah, and I have that in my notes later, thanks.
Sorry. So Joey introduces himself, and she explains, I know, I'm a big fan of yours. Joey looks shocked and goes, what?
He's totally like, what?
How are you a fan of mine? Lauren explains she used to schedule her classes so she could watch Dr. Drake Ramore on Days of Our Lives. Joey says, get out of here, really? She enthusiastically says, absolutely. But, then they went and dropped you down the elevator shaft.
They gave me the shaft all right.
I do love that line. Lauren is very amused and tells Joey he is so funny. Then asks him what he's doing after rehearsals. Do you want to get a drink or something? Joey is a little hesitant until he sees Kate and the director kissing, and then he agrees to go out with her.
Right.
Yeah.
First off, I've never really dated as an adult, but I think going out with someone while you're pining over someone else sounds like a bad idea to me.
Yeah.
Second, Lauren's a cutie pie.
Yeah, she is.
And that's it. You stole my third. So.
Then the director yells, "All right, it's time to act, my talking props."
Aww.
And both Joey and Kate look at each other like,
That's us.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back at Monica and Rachel's. Rachel, Ross, and Monica.
So before the scene starts, there's some cut lines. Prior to Phoebe entering, Ross goes, "Monica, if you want to make the boys' bathroom realistic, you're going to have to put some teeny tiny pointer magazines behind the toilet."
Oh.
Gross.
All right, so right away Phoebe enters, and with a homemade dollhouse made of shoe boxes and other boxes and crap. And then she sets it down, and when you lift the little roof off, the fold-out front drops down, and it's playtime fun.
I love that she has circus peanuts as a couch.
Oh, yeah.
Those circus peanuts are gross to eat.
Yeah.
It makes a cute couch.
Yeah, you don't want to eat those, though.
No.
Ross asks, "What's this? It's a slide instead of stairs, Ross."
Very interesting, Phoebe.
And it's kind of funny because none of them acknowledged that Monica even said anything. Rachel asks about the licorice room, where you can eat all the furniture. It even has a Tootsie Roll-Away bed for guests. Joe, I bet you're thinking that was all this dollhouse had to offer.
I wasn't wondering that. I've seen this.
And you'd be wrong. It even has an aroma room for incense burning for all your hippie needs. Some might even say, "This is the coolest house ever," with not a tone of truth, but with a tone of trying to annoy one's sister. It was Ross. Ross said that. Yeah, Monica tries to pull out a little thing from her dollhouse, but nobody cares. But Phoebe's dollhouse also has Xmas lights and shoots bubbles out of the roof. A giant bubble maker on the top of the house would be pretty cool, right?
No.
Oh. A slide instead of stairs?
No.
A fire pole.
Maybe.
Right. Chandler comes in during all the hullabaloo, saying his father's house does that. And Rachel wants to know everything about the date. Chandler says dinner was great, and there's nothing like a crisp, cool New York evening. But he didn't get to enjoy any of that because Joanna is such a big doll dud. Smash cut to Rachel's office.
Chandler is fantastic.
That's right. Joanna feels like they just clicked. You know how it is when you just click? And he has such a good heart. Doesn't he have a good heart? And he's super sweet. And he said he was going to call me. Put him straight through. Sensing Joanna's excitement, Sophie tries to sneak in a little, "Isn't this great?"
Don't spoil it.
Joanna snaps at her, and then she handholds and smiles with Rachel. So it's kind of like yell at, and then
Right.
lovey-dovey.
We're back at the Lucille Lortel Theater. Joey, Kate, and Reg Rogers. It just says director in the credits.
Right, but they called him Marshall.
Yeah.
Or they're going to soon.
They will, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey and Kate are rehearsing Boxing Day. "Come on, baby, don't go, please. What do you say?" The director's phone rings and he answers it. "Hello. Oh, it's you. 1 second. He turns to Joey and Kate and says, "I'm going to take this call. When I continue, I hope that there will appear on the stage this magical thing that in the theater we call committing to the moment."
Yikes.
Joey says to Kate, "That guy's like a cartoon. What do you see in him anyway?" Kate tells Joey that he happens to be brilliant, which is more than I can say for that sweater you're dating.
Hey.
Joey's brilliant comeback is, "Hey, I'm not interested in her sweater. It's one underneath her sweater that counts. And besides, what do you care who I'm going out with?" And Kate immediately replies, "I don't care. What do you want me to care?"
Do you want me to want you to care?
"Do you?"
What? What?
The director returns. "Okay, I'm afraid to say this, but let's pick up where we left off." They resume rehearsing. "Come on, baby, don't go. Please, what do you say?" Kate says, "I've got no reason to stay." Joey grabs her and kisses her. The director yells, "Stop it! Stop it! You must stop. You are bad actors. This is a terrible play. I'll see you in the morning."
Oh, being told you suck by a director. Those were the days.
Did you get told that you sucked, or that the ensemble sucked?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, every time. Like the week before the show, they always yell at you.
Terrible.
Like,
This sucks. Yeah. So Kate is worried and says, "I can't believe we go on in a week." Joey tells her, "Forget about it. It's gonna be okay." Lauren interrupts and asks Joey, since they got off early, does he want to go paint mugs?
Oh.
She really knows him already, doesn't she?
Yeah, she
she's
knows all the Joey things.
They clicked.
Yeah.
He's confused, and she reminds him that she told him about that last night. Joey's like, "Oh, yeah, with the mug painting. Yeah, I was so listening to that." But, I think I kind of need to work on my stuff tonight.
My stuff.
Lauren is sad, but says okay and kisses Joey full on the mouth before she leaves. Joey asks if Kate's okay, and then she goes, "What are we going to do about this scene?" Joey says he doesn't know, and Kate offers, "Well, maybe if it had more heat." Joey says, "How do you mean?" Kate offers, "Well, Adrian's looking for a reason to stay, right? Victor can't just kiss her. He's gotta really give her a reason, you know?"
Maybe you could slip her the tongue.
Okay, Homer. Yeah, that, or maybe he could grab her and lift her up. Joey understands now and says, yeah. Then Adrian, maybe she could wrap her legs around his waist. And then there's some cut lines.
Okay.
She could do that. And Joey goes, and claw at his back.
Oh, my goodness.
And Kate says, and then she could rip off his shirt and kiss his chest and his stomach. Joey continues to escalate, and then he could use his teeth to undo her dress and bite her. Kate says, then right when the scene ends, he could take her with his raw animal. We cut to Joey's bedroom. Joey and Kate are emerging from under the covers. Joey says, out of breath, "Something like that?" Kate says, "Yeah, that's pretty much what I had in mind."
Oh.
We got a little heated.
A little heated there.
There was the heat they were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we're back at Monica and Rachel's. Monica, Ross, and Joey. Joey comes in all happy, because of the night before. And he hugs Monica from behind, and then he goes over to Ross, and he considers, he decides Ross is getting a hug too. Ross then tells him it's a little early to be drinking. No. Things finally happened with Kate. The Geller siblings tell him that's great. And Joey goes on, after the lovemaking,
oh my,
he watched her sleep for hours, breathing in and then out. And then he knew she was dreaming because she kept fluttering her eyes into her head and showing the whites. Real romantic stuff.
Whereas Adam woke up in the middle of the night and almost punched me.
I have no recollection of that. Then in comes Chandler talking with Rachel in his wake, looking peeved. Chandler is explaining that Joanna had it all wrong. All he said was, "This was fun. Let's do it again sometime. I'll give you a call." And Rachel mocks stupidly, I wonder why she thinks you're going to call her. And Chandler explains, that's what you say at the end of a date. And Rachel asks, you can't just say nice to meet you, good night? To her face, he asks, shocked. Then he explains, it's the end of a date. He knows she's just waiting to hear that he'll call, and it just comes out. He can't help it. It's a compulsion. Rachel is shocked at this news. Then Monica tries, come on, Rachel. When a guy says he's going to call you, it doesn't mean he's going to call. Chandler waves his arm in a there you go kind of way. As Monica questions further, this never happened to you? And Rachel admits that they always called. And Monica says,
bite me.
And when she should have asked, when they always called, do you mean Paolo or Ross? Or Paolo or Barry?
Ooh. Nice. Now we're at the Bloomingdale office. Rachel, Joanna, and Sophie. Joanna runs in and asks if Chandler called. Rachel says, no, sorry. Joanna, being Ross in girl form, goes, why? He said he'd call. Why hasn't he called?
Oh, my gosh.
Sophie says maybe he's intimidated by really smart, strong, successful women. Joanna snaps at Sophie, would you please climb out of my butt? Why hasn't he called, Rachel? Why?
Maybe he doesn't like bullies who are also whiners. It's not a fun combo.
Yeah, no. Rachel offers that maybe okay. Well, maybe he feels awkward because you're my boss. Joanna's confused and goes, awkward? Why should he feel awkward? The only person that should feel awkward is you, and you didn't tell him not to call me, did you?
No.
Yeah, Rachel's scared and says, no. Joanna offers because if you feel uncomfortable with your friend dating someone you work with, there are always ways to fix that.
Yikes.
Yeah. And
HR.
The HR person. Yeah. Like, where's that lady? So we cut to Central Perk. Chandler is reading a magazine as Rachel approaches. Rachel runs in and yanks the magazine out of Chandler's hands and says, call her now. Chandler yelps, so many paper cuts.
I do like that part.
That was almost my favorite. Rachel imitates Joanna and says, why does he call me, Rachel? Why? I don't understand. Why? He said he'd call. Why? Chandler, I'm telling you, she's flipped out. She's gone crazy. Chandler says sarcastically, oh, well, then give me the phone then. Rachel starts begging, come on, this isn't funny. She thinks it's my fault you haven't called her. You have to call her. Chandler explains, you can't just call somebody after this long just to say, in case you didn't notice, I don't like you. Rachel says, well, then you're gonna have to take her out again. Chandler goes, no, she's really dull. And she gets this gross mascara goop thing in the corner of her eye. Rachel, now putting her foot down, says, I don't care. You are going to have to take her out again and end it in a way that she knows it's actually ended. And I don't care how hard it is for you. Do not tell her that you will call her again. Chandler agrees. All right, fine. But it's just a lunch date, no more than an hour. And from now on, I get my own dates. I don't want you setting me up with anybody ever again. Rachel agrees. Fine.
Good.
Chandler pauses and then says, that was a lot of big talk, She goes, I know.
I've said that to you before, too, after we fought. That's just a bunch of big talk.
Yeah. I don't mean any of it. I know.
All right. So I feel like I said this before, but we're back at Monica and Rachel's. Monica. Mon's in the shower. Ross walks in and yells for Mon. And she yells that she's in the shower. I don't know. If I was a little cutie pie living in New York City, I might lock the door when I was in the shower.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There were 2 times we locked the door when we were younger and had our own house and people just walked in all the time.
Yeah.
When we were having sex and when we were taking showers.
Yeah. So Ross hears the shower yell and nods, and he crosses to the fridge and grabs a juice. Then he starts sniffing around, and smoke is billowing out of Buffet Manor. He rushes over, pulling the shoebox top roof off, and the backdraft swells and explodes. Not really. It's just a little sort of roasting on the top of the cardboard and paper structure in a very unlikely way. And this is because they don't want the set to catch on fire in reality. So you have to be willing to use your suspension of disbelief here.
That's true. Yes, of course.
But Ross yells fire, but softer than he yelled for Monica when he came in, so she does not hear him. And then he blows on the fire. When the birthday candle approach does not work, he goes to the cupboard and grabs out a glass and rushes to the sink and fills the glass. And he kind of looks back at the fire as the glass fills up, unable to act until the water glass is full. And then he takes a second to turn the water back off. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice
I think that's weird that he turns the water off. And he throws the glass of water at the fire. He does the worst throwing of water onto a fire ever.
Right.
I think the camera should have been front so you wouldn't have seen the cheat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But from the side shot, you could just see him miss the little grill or whatever they have behind there. Ross then decides to lift the house, but where should he put it? The sink is too small. The balcony window is closed. There is water running somewhere in the apartment. Oh, yes, his sister's in the shower. He kicks open the door, disappearing into the bathroom, and we hear the shower curtain being ripped open and Monica scream. And now go ahead with your scene. That's where it ends.
I feel like Tina and Bob's Burgers. We're back at the Lucille Lortel Theater. I sense a theme going on here.
Yeah.
Joey, Kate, and Lauren. Joey and Kate greet each other, and Joey tells her that he talked to Lauren, kind of told her how things are with us. Did you talk to Marshall?
Marshall!
See, he does have a name.
Yes.
Kate asks, about what?
But maybe he is a marshal.
A fire marshal? Joey says, about what happened with us. Kate goes, no. And there's no reason that he should find out. So let's not make a big deal about it, okay? Joey is stunned. What are you talking about? It was a big deal. I mean, come on. You can't tell me last night didn't mean something to you. I was there. You're not that good of an actress.
Ouch.
Kate brushes it off and says, look, I was just caught up in the moment. That's all it was, Joey. I'm sorry you feel bad. But haven't you ever slept with a woman where it meant more to her than it did to you? Joey goes, no. But we know he's lying. Lauren comes in and says, hi, Kate. Kate says hi, and Joey says, hi, Lauren. She goes, hi, pig.
I do really like that. Very good, Lauren.
Very cute.
And again, back to Monica and Rachel's. Ross and Monica. We opened on the charred remains of Chateau Buffet, which is not as soggy as you might think it should be.
Right, being in the shower.
And Ross apologizes for scaring Monica, and she says that's okay. And she wants him to know that she was just checking the shower massager. And he coughs out a yeah, and I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to say anything that anyone will misconstrue. However, that being said...
Adam, you have to bleep that. And you not only owe me an apology, but the listeners and all siblings.
Sorry. So Phoebe comes in. Monica grabs her right away, saying, we tried to reach you at work. What? Oh my! Phoebe stares at the remains of Buffet Castle, hands over her mouth in shock. She asks what happened. Ross points like a crime scene investigator with a pen. We believe the fire originated here in the aroma room. She asks if everybody got out okay, and Monica shows her the giraffe and the pirate are okay. And Nipper must be back at Phoebe's place because he didn't fit in the fake dollhouse. Phoebe asks what's under the ghost, and Ross urges her, you don't want to see what's under there. But she tears back the sheet, revealing the charred corpses of the foster puppets, taken far too soon. Her and Monica cry together.
Aww. We're back at Bloomingdale's office. Joanna, Chandler, Rachel, and poor Sophie. Chandler comes in, walking in with Joanna to the office, and is saying, it's not a big deal. It's just right here, pointing to the corner of his eye, and it's all the time.
Even though that was neither of our favorite lines, and you mentioned earlier, we do say that to each other quite a bit. It's kind of my code for telling you something's on your face.
Yeah, we do say
I'll go, it's right here, and it's all the time. Either do that or the Tommy Boy thing. It's not so much here or here, but right here.
Joanna thanks Chandler for lunch. Chandler looks over at Rachel, who nods her head and says, yes, this was pleasant. Joanna says it was, wasn't it? Chandler says the food there was great. Joanna goes, wasn't it? Chandler tries to let her down easy and says, so take care. Joanna understands what he's doing, and she says, you too. Without hesitation, he says, well, this was great. I'll give you a call. We should do it again sometime.
I like how he doesn't change it up at all.
No.
That's his ending 3 sentences.
Joanna, excited again, says, great. I'm looking forward to it. Rachel, any messages? Rachel tells her they're on Sophie's desk, and Chandler starts to leave, ashamed of himself. But Rachel stops him in the hallway and asks him if he's going to call her, and he's like, no.
No.
Rachel scolds him. Chandler! Chandler is like, look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm weak and pathetic and sorry. Rachel, not being a pushover at this point, says, okay, you're going to tell her, and you're going to tell her now. She grabs his nipple and starts to twist it, and Chandler pops out from around the corner and says, I'm not going to call you. Joanna goes, what? Chandler explains that he's sorry and that he said he was going to when he's not. And then there's cut lines. Chandler says, it's just that I was trying to be nice, and you don't deserve that. Joanna thinks about the comment and says, I see, I think. Chandler explains that this has nothing to do with you. You know, this isn't Rachel's fault, it's me. I have serious problems when it comes to women. I have issues with commitment and intimacy.
Yep.
Mascara goop.
Yep.
And I'm really sorry, and it's just that this is not going to work out. Joanna is mature and says, well, this isn't how I was hoping it would end, but I guess I have to appreciate your honesty. Chandler agrees, and Joanna says, so, well, this is great. I'll give you a call. We should do it again sometime.
Oh, wow. All right, so now we're at the stinger. Chandler and Joey's. Joey, Joey's on the phone making apology calls, kind of like Billy Madison, but instead of people he bullied, it's ladies he slept with. Beth forgives him on the phone, and then he calls Jennifer. But Miss Lorio tells him Jennifer isn't there. And then he says, well, I actually need to talk to you too. Oh, Joey. But that's the end of the episode. Cut and print.
All right, we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back. Okay, how did it go? Tell me everything.
Well, the movie was great. Dinner was great. And there's nothing like a cool, crisp New York evening. Of course, I didn't get to enjoy any of that because Joanna is such a big doll dud. Chandler's fantastic.
What?
Oh my God, we just clicked. You know how people just click? Like he came by and picked me up and I opened the door and it was just like, click. Did he tell you? Oh, and he's got such a good heart. Doesn't he have a good heart?
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. And he's so sweet. Listen, he said he was going to call, so put him straight through.
Isn't this great?
Don't spoil it. We are back for the wrap up.
Oh, yeah, we're back. What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
I learned that I'm not using the shower nozzle for its alternative purposes.
You didn't already use it for that? Oh my goodness. I use it for that.
TMI, Anna. What did you learn?
I learned that Chandler has relationship issues. No, wait. I learned that Phoebe is quirky. No. I learned that Ross and Monica need a therapist. No, I knew that too. Joey sleeps with his co-stars. I don't know. Maybe I didn't learn anything this week.
What are your final thoughts?
We should go paint mugs.
Oh, we should. I think it could have been named the one with the mascara goop.
Yeah.
But I can't do anything about that now. So.
No, you're not one of the writers 30 years ago.
Right. What's our sweater vest tracker?
Well, the prior count was lucky 13.
Yes.
The episode total was 1. We're up to 14.
14. Do you know we have 5 more episodes left in this season?
Oh.
And then we'll have to do our bonus episodes.
Yeah.
5 more episodes.
Yeah, we've been talking about the bonus episodes, what we should watch.
Yeah.
Some interesting things popping up in the conversations.
So as far as the Magnadoodle tracker,
Yeah.
we didn't spend a lot of time in Joey and Chandler's apartment.
No.
And when Joey was on the phone in his apartment, you don't see the
Yeah, you don't
Magnadoodle.
see it. So
we can't.
We
don't
can't
know
track
what it
it.
says.
Yeah.
Sorry.
it's not always going to be trackable.
No. So what's our IMDb rating this week?
The rating for this episode is 7.9 out of 10 stars with 5,200 reviews.
Ooh. So we had a couple people answer on social media this week.
Yes!
I know, it's about freaking time. Sorry. Okay, we've got one new person and a couple people we've heard from before.
Okay, sounds fun.
Okay, so I posted the question on social media that says, this week's episode is the one with the dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on Joey and Kate Miller or Chandler and Joanna?
Ooh, interesting.
So Ashley M.W. posted, no to both.
No.
Kate was too pretentious for Joey. It couldn't have lasted long term. And Joanna was such a nightmare with her mascara eye goop and yelling at Sophie for no reason. I totally agree on that.
Totally. Well, that was nice. Okay, next person.
So Michelle B. wrote in and said, Kate's disinterest in Joey after their fling gives Joey some valuable insight. I think he was surprised to be used that way and hurt by being seen as a pig.
Yeah.
Joanna is too needy, and Chandler doesn't know what to do with that, which results in an embarrassed Rachel, and that's always fun to watch. Monica becomes her pretentious Aunt Sylvia when she refuses to let Phoebe play with the dollhouse. Phoebe's crafted dollhouse is amazing. I imagine the props department had a blast putting it together.
Yep.
Cute scenes, but overall, not a great episode.
It is a good episode.
Exactly. And then Terry R., who's written in before and sent us emails, said, no to each of them. She didn't think that she liked either one of the relationships in this episode. Both Chandler and Joey are way too nice to deal with those two neurotic women. I didn't like either of those two characters. Don't get me wrong. Joey and Chandler have their issues. Joey and Lauren, maybe. This whole episode was won by Phoebe and the dinosaur. Rough. So thank you, Ashley M.W., Terry R., and Michelle B. for writing in.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. And while we're talking about reviews, I want to talk about, the girl kid contributed.
Yep.
And you got to hear it later. You mentioned that
Yes.
you thought the Bickerments was funny.
Oh my God, the line of the Bickerments. In fact, I listened to it on my way to work and then on my way home, and I texted you, Bickerment.
Yeah. But I liked that she was like, I like Ross the best because he's the craziest one that gets in the most trouble.
She said he takes after her. I thought that was so funny. Yes, you do get in the most trouble. What's next week's episode?
Next week, the one with the chick and the duck. Pete offers Monica a job at his restaurant, but Monica is not attracted to him. Or is she? Ross shows that he can still be manipulated by Rachel as he forgoes a TV appearance to help her apply makeup. And Joey and Chandler get pets. Tune in next week to find out what kind.
Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
No, but we should probably do it anyway.
Aww. Nothing exciting happened this week. Just back to work, regular stuff.
Back to regular stuff, which is fine with me. I like regular stuff.
Yes.
I'm a fan of regular stuff.
But we did watch a few things. So, Den of Thieves.
Well, I started that a night you were out, and you came in.
Came home.
You came in the midst of it.
Yeah.
I had seen it before, but I didn't really remember that much of it. So, Den of Thieves, I like to refer to as Reheated.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the plot of the movie Heat. Just with different characters, and they kind of shake it up a little bit.
Gerard Butler is in it.
Right. It's got a little Usual Suspects ending tacked onto it.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler's character is fun.
Yeah.
The movie is very testosterone-y.
Yeah.
To the point it kind of made me laugh a few times.
But then I've been wanting to watch the new Nick Frost movie.
Yeah.
And it's called Getaway.
Right.
And it's like a horror movie premise, or it looked like a horror movie.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God. This was not what I was expecting. And we're not going to tell you what happened, but
No.
Oh my God.
It's an English couple and their kids
Yes.
go on a vacation to a remote island.
In
Sweden. One of the characters says, we went on vacation into a Swedish horror movie.
Yes.
And that's as much as we're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's like a comedy horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
It's violent, yeah.
Yeah, if you like Shaun of the Dead,
yeah,
it's kind of in that element of...
Cabin in the Woods type. Yeah.
Violent, but silly.
Right.
Gross.
Very good. Nick Frost, always funny.
Yeah.
Very good.
He wrote it. He wrote the screenplay for that one. Very good job, Nick. We used to have foster kittens named Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright. And then we watched Carry On with Jason Bateman. And that's on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I love Jason Bateman. I listened to his podcast that I talked about before, Smartless, with Will Arnett and Sean Hayes. But I just think his humor is really funny, his dry delivery. Yeah. But this was a thriller. Yeah. So he was in a thriller.
And he was the bad guy.
He was the bad guy. And I thought he did really good. I made fun of the ending a little bit, like the very end. It was kind of like, okay, that's cheesy.
The epilogue.
Yeah. Very cheesy. But other than that, I thought it was good.
Yeah. It was a good decent movie. Yeah. It was a good Netflix movie.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to talk about or add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we did upload some more t-shirts, so make sure you go check that out on our TeePublic page. The link is in our socials. I think it's also on our Budsprout page. So check that out.
Fun. We're trying to keep up with that more in the new year. We were going to try to get in a regular habit of doing that as well.
And they do a lot of sales on TeePublic, so just, their regular t-shirts are about $23, but they're always on sale.
And you can get mugs and pillows and everything.
Yeah, you can get a magnet, too. Yeah. A Maladjusted Misfits magnet.
Ooh, for your fridge and or car.
All right, we're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please share it with other Friends fans.
Or maybe review it and or rate it.
If you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions like Michelle B. and Terry R.
and Ashley M.W.
Pick your favorite episode and send us your musings and we'll share them on that episode. You can also just write to say hey.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes.
We are hosted on Buzzsprout, like you said, and if you want to help us with costs, you can go to our page and click donate.
That's right. The minimum donation is only $3. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Phoebes, while we're hovering around the subject, I just have to say that dinosaurs, they don't go ruff